Hello, everybody. Welcome to Townsend 909 or 505, depending on which one you remember. Uh, now I'm 505, but thank you for clicking on my video. If you are new, if you are a subscriber, thanks for watching my videos more and putting up with my antics. Um, Today we're going to be reviewing me and Tyler. I'll put them upright again. We're reviewing another ACDC album with Scott, their seventh album, the second album with Johnson. Uh, for those about to rock, parentheses, we salute you. Um, Tyler, you have your history lesson for us?
I do. So, Back in Black was very successful. Even though their singles didn't really chart, the album was extremely successful, and is still today. So, this pretty much guaranteed that they were on tour for a good portion of 1981. So yeah, during this time, Atlantic Records is like, wow, ACC really got popular really fast with Highway to Hell and now Back in Black. How can we make more money out of this? So the Atco Records president saying, "Hey, we have this ACDC album we never released in America called Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Let's release it in America. We can make some money." And so in March of 1981, they did release Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap in America. 5 years after it originally came out internationally in 1976. By this time, Bond's already passed away, and AC/DC is trying to establish their new singer. All of a sudden, Bon Scott comes back. But well, this album is very popular and makes a lot of money. Dirty Deeds, despite being released 5 years later, everyone else's Dirty Deeds is the third most popular the third best-selling AC/DC album in America, right behind Highway to Hell. So that came out. So in May, they started recording this in May. They went to France, recorded this in Paris. I sat down with Mutt Lange, who just got back from recording producing Def Leppard's second album, High and Dry, which would come out the same year as For Those About to Rock. So they recorded it for about 5 months, which is a long time for an AC/DC record. Comparing it to Back in Black, it only took 6 weeks to record that album. And Mutt Lange's style, perfectionist style, had begun to wear on the band, who was already tired from constant touring. I remember one story where Mutt Lange was trying to get Phil to have the drums sound a particular way. And everyone else was just in the back doing nothing, getting bored. And so their style, their spontaneous, like, let's do it live style. Even though Mutt Lange really made them pop, they were starting to really tire of his style. So this would be the last album with Mutt Lange as producer. So this came out in November of '81, and this album is not only very it wasn't as successful as Back in Black, but it was their first album to hit #1 on the Billboard charts. Back in Black didn't hit #1 on the Billboard charts, but this album did, and stayed there for 3 weeks, which is pretty good. So it's achieved 4 million records sold in the U.S., which is pretty good. So yeah, this and Back in Black and For Those About to Rock would ensure that they would be on the road for the foreseeable future. And that's pretty much all I have for the backgrounds.
Cool. You have your brief thoughts on the album?
I really like it. I still don't like it as much as Back in Black, although I still really love this album. But it climbs up all the time. I'm like, this album's so good.
How about you, Scott?
I have not listened to this one for a while, so getting to listen to it again was pleasantly surprising. I will save my full thoughts for my ranking and score at the end, but let's just say overall I liked it.
My brief thoughts. Sorry, guys. For me, this is a step down for them. Um, None of these songs really gelled with me, like the previous 6 albums. None of these songs ended up on my playlist.
Not even for those about to rock.
Sadly, no.
Oh,
Just that again. I didn't say this before, but I am new to this
yeah,
album discography, so I am new. You know, there's probably ACDC fans who would eventually watch this who own the albums, play them a million times, and be like, how could you say that? Um,
don't worry about it.
but like I said, I'm new. Maybe of course in the future I will be listening to this album more than once. So maybe in like a month or so I might be like, how could I say that? Past me, you suck. But as of now, this is just a good album. It's not a great album, but it's a good album. Um, but yeah, let's get right into the track listing. We get right into the title track for those about to rock.
Who's first?
You go first, Scott. You're the guest.
Okay. The biggest complaint I have about this album is the sequencing. This should have been the last song. I don't know what in the world it's doing as the first song on this album. Flip-flop around and have Spellbound be the opener and have this be the closer. That's how they should have done it. But anyway, I love this song. It just needs to be the closer. Because that's how they closed all their concerts, with this song. But this is probably my favorite AC/DC song. You get that really cool guitar riff at the beginning. And then you get the the Malcolm comes in. Or is that who's doing what part?
Angus is doing the ding 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 ding.
Okay, so then Malcolm comes in and does that and then Phil Rudd's drums come in. And it starts off kind of more slow, but Brian Johnson just comes in like the cannon fire, which we'll get later in the song. But then halfway through this song, you get this part where he just goes, "For those about to rock, fire!" And then you hear sounds of cannons firing, which Tyler has the record. We played it on my sound system, and I kind of leaned back in my chair when the cannons went off, because when you listen to it on a nice sound system, it sounds like cannons are shooting at you. And it made me jump back a little bit. I'm like, whoa. I can only imagine what seeing this song done live would be like with cannons going off. But my favorite part is the end, whenever it goes into double time, and then you have the cannons going off at the very end, and like Angus is doing his crazy guitar solos, and then it ends with like almost like a 21 gun salute where the cannons just keep firing, and then it ends with him just going, "Fire!" And that's the end of the song. Very, very epic, very cool song. I like this one.
Yes. This is probably might be my favorite song. That, and it's between this and "Let There Be Rock Always." But oh my goodness, this I love the guitar. Angus at the beginning. Angus is doing his open, and then Malcolm is doing something completely different. And Phil Rudd is really good on this song. Yes. His drumming is very nice. Got really cool drum fills. It's not something that he doesn't do a whole lot of flashy drum fills, but I think in this song he kind of lets loose a little bit with the cool flashy drum fills. But it's a shame that this is the first song, because none of the other songs can really live up to the standard that this song produces when you first listen to this album. Not to say that the other songs are bad. This is the best song on the album for me, and it's kind of hard to listen to this song. So it's like, oh, they're not going to be as good as the first song. So I love this song. Of course, the cannons are iconic. Ever since this album came out, they always play this song at the end of every concert. Big, huge finale. All these cannons going off, and yeah, this is a really good song. I enjoy this song a lot.
Yeah, my thoughts. It's just a good song, to be honest, for me. I didn't really get anything out of it for me. I do like the end part with the cannon fire at the end, but it's really about it for me. I liked it. I will agree with Scott though; it is not the best album opener, but it's fine. I liked it. I added it to my liked songs on Spotify, so it's in that playlist. It's technically not in my essential ACDC playlist, but it is in a playlist. I liked it enough for that, but yeah, it's fine for now for me. It needs more listens for me to fully get. We get to the next track on the album. I Put the Finger on You.
I like the guitar on this one. Angus and Malcolm, good guitar. The kind of catchy, pretty good. As far as the song goes, I like the guitar. The melody is good, but it's just, I'd say this one's just kind of okay. Even though I like the guitar on it, but I like some of the other songs on this album better.
Yeah, this is a nice energetic follow up to the title track. And for me, yeah, this is not a single, but this is a pretty fun song. Put the Finger on You, of course, trademark ACDC, sexy song or whatever. But yeah, I find it to be a pretty fun song, but it's fine. It's okay. Not too bad.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of this song. It was okay, to be honest. I'm gonna say it. Three of these songs I like, and like seven of them are just okay. There's no bad songs on this album, but yeah, there's a lot of just okay material on this album. Yeah, it's okay. I don't really have much to say. Get to the next track on the album. Let's Get It Up.
This one's good, very energetic. I like this better than The Finger, but not as much as For Those About to Rock. I like of course, the guitar from Angus and Malcolm. Pretty good.
Same. This is the second single. It's actually technically the first single released for this album. Those About to Rock was the second single. But yeah, this is a fine song. Again, just like Put the Finger on You, it's one of the two kind of sexual songs on this album. But maybe there's another one. I think it's one of three. But yeah, it's fine. It's a good song. It's not terrible. But there's been better, and there will be better in my opinion, and on albums to come. But and in this album, but yeah, Let's Get It Up is fun.
It's okay. Again, for me, it's just an okay song.
Yeah.
Don't have much to say about it. You guys pretty much summed up my feelings on this one. I liked it. It's okay. Let's get to the next one now. We get to the next one. Inject the Venom.
This one has kind of a moody feel to it. I love the guitar. I'm going to probably say that about the whole album. But I like the moody feel, and I like the guitar riff that Angus does on this one. And the chorus is very powerful. Inject the venom! Or whatever it is. I think it's probably my second favorite as of right now. Up to this point.
Nice. All right. Yeah, this is where for me this album starts to get really good, and it's this song. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so on and so forth. And it's a song about, I guess, revenge. Someone did you wrong and they don't deserve mercy. You go out and hit them right between the eyes. Inject the venom. It's a good song. It's so good. Very moody, a little kind of slower, but it's heavy and kind of moody, foreboding. It's fun and it's a killer song, I think.
I thought this was pretty good. I liked it. This is I'm gonna reveal it now. This is my favorite song on the album.
Nice.
Really, really good song. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. like I said, there's 4 songs that I'm like, this is, no, actually, I said three songs. I'm like, this is pretty good. I like it. Um, I will say, I do have a top 5, but to me, really, it's a top 3 for this album. Like the top 3 songs, it's. Um, I was gonna give it a certain score, but the three highlights is what kept the score from being a little higher than what I would have given it. And this is definitely a good example of that. I love the moodiness of it. For me, that is this is my favorite song in the album. But yeah, really, pretty good. It was actually really close to making it into my ACDC playlist, but barely didn't. Like I said, maybe if I listen to it more, I will. We get to the last song on side 1, Snowballed.
This is another good one. Another cool guitar riff. Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson, I think, is vocally very good on this album. Kind of continuing where he was from Back in Black. He sounds a bit more confident on this album, honestly speaking. Like he's singing out more, kind of taking on the lead frontman role.
Yes, this is another favorite of mine. I like this song. This could have been an album opener, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course, we have an amazing vocal performance from Brian on the song. This is one of 2 songs, this one and there's another one on the next album, where he really goes after those high notes with his kind of scream style of singing. He's like, Snowball! So, yeah, this is another one. Snowball was like slang for getting scammed or hoodwinked, and women drinking money are going to make you pay. So it's just about, life of excess, and you're getting scammed, and you're going to get hoodwinked and whatnot. And it's a fun song. I enjoy this song a lot. It's lots of energy and great vocals and great instrumentation.
Yeah, I enjoyed the song. It's like I said, it's good. I enjoyed it, but it's not one of their best songs in my opinion. Compared to the first 6 albums, but I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. Good way to end off side 1. Now we flip the record over. Get to the next track, Evil Laws.
This one's pretty good. I like the guitar. It's girl did him wrong, and so he's basically calling her a witch. He's like, "Where's your broomstick?" It's probably about in the middle. If I was to rank the whole album, it would rank in about the middle.
Let me see. Okay. Yes, this is another great song. One of the darkest sounding songs in the album. Yeah, Evil walks beside you. I very much enjoy this song. It's great stuff. Again, very much, calling this girl a witch, calling her bad, and, good men are going down in your ocean that can't swim. They're tied. She's got all these men trapped with her or whatever, something like that. But yeah, it's a great song. Again, kind of following the kind of theme, where a lot of these songs are a lot darker and a little bit more edgy than Back in Black. And it certainly helps that Brian Johnson is really stepping it up from Back in Black to be a kind of a little bit more confident vocalist.
Yeah, Back in Black was kind of more like the party album, other than the first song. Everything else was kind of like a party song. And then this one is kind of the more sinister album.
Yeah, it's a lot darker.
I thought this was okay, to be honest. I liked it, but just an okay song for me. I didn't really get much from it. Yeah, I liked it. Didn't love it, but I liked it. We get to the next song on the album, Call of Duty, is what I want to say.
God.
This one's all right. I'd put it just right over the finger, but still underneath. Underneath, Let's Get It Up, if that kind of gives you in perspective as to where I would put it. It's again, it's all right. I just think there's other better songs on this album.
Yeah, COD, a lot, darker is like, the dangers of excess or whatever. He's being cared for by the devil because he, did too much or whatever. I don't know. The song's pretty fun. Nice follow up to Evil Walks. Overall, pretty good. I enjoy this song. Really catchy guitar for me.
I agree with Scott. Just okay. I didn't really get much from this, to be honest. I thought it was just okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna like this album more than anyone here.
What's funny is I considered putting this over Back in Black, but then I heard more of the album and it kind of went down a little bit.
Yeah. We get to the next song on the album, Breaking the Rules.
This is probably my least favorite song on the album. It's kind of just there. The other songs are a lot more interesting.
Yeah, this is my least favorite song on the album, even though I do do like this album. Song's pretty good, but I just think it's Shake a Leg and not as good as Shake a Leg. And trying to do some sort of social commentary or something like that about outcasts. But they already did that with Shake a Leg, so you don't need to do it twice. So this is alright. It's fine.
Just okay. This isn't my least favorite song on the album. I'd say COD is my least favorite song on the album, but this is definitely my second least favorite. Just okay. I liked it. I hate being so brief, and it's not nothing to say about it. I was listening to this album today. I'm like, okay. Oh, this is good. Okay. I hate that. I want to love the sound, but I can't. I can't bring myself to love it for some reason. We get to the next song on the album, Night of the Long Knives.
Okay, now we're back to good stuff. This one is amazing. The guitar is epic. I like the sinister chorus. Night of the Long Knives. Kind of going off of the Night Prowler thing with the serial killer. It's the night of the long knives. He's gonna get you with his knife. Very moody, like the rest of the album. This is in my top 5.
Nice. Yeah, Night of the Long Knives is a killer track. They were actually inspired by the actual Night of the Long Knives during Nazi Germany, where Hitler cleaned up a bunch of, kind of purged a lot of guys from his own ranks that he didn't trust. And so it's kind of like, oh, who's your leader? Who do you trust?
I'm your Führer, baby. And that is right? An actual AC/DC song later on. I can't believe they did that.
I'm the Führer. But this is a pretty fun song. I really enjoy kind of the sinister, paranoid feel of this song. It's like, who can you trust? Stab him in the back. Yeah, pretty good. I love it.
I liked it too. This made my top 3. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I thought this was a really good song. This isn't one of their top tier songs. Like I said, even my favorite song in this album I wouldn't call top tier, but yeah, I thought this was really good. This is definitely one of the better songs on the album. Now we get to the conclusion, Spellbound.
Here we go. Another really great song on this album. This is my second favorite on the album. I think it's really cool. Now that Tyler kind of talked a little bit about it, I think that Snowballed should have been the opener, and this should have been the side 1 closer, and then move For Those About to Rock to the end. That's how the album should have been sequenced. So this would be a really cool side 1 closer. I do really enjoy this song. Once again, the Young Brothers are killing it on the guitar, and it's a very good Brian Johnson vocal moment.
All right, so yes, the last song. I really love this song as well. This is probably going to be my second favorite on this album. It's between that and probably Snowballed. But yeah, this is another good song. Like some sort of car crash, or he's high or something. He can't do anything properly. He can't start a fight, and he's slid through an oil slick. I think he's probably just gotten a car accident, got a concussion or something. His head is all messed up. But another very, very descriptive, very dark, moody song. It's really good. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. This made my top 5, but kind of out of default, kind of. I liked it, but compared to the last album, even the last album, I said I wasn't a fan of the bookends, but I'm gonna say it. I think the bookends on the previous album are better. So I'm saying Hell's Bells is better than For Those About to Rock, and I think, in my opinion, forgetting the last song on Back and
Rock
Back.
and roll ain't always pretty.
Yep, that song. I like that better than this song. So that should kind of tell you how I feel about this album. But it's okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Just okay. Scott, what is in your top 5?
Number 1 is obviously For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. That song is amazing. Number 2 is Spellbound. Number 3, Night of the Long Knives. Number 4, Inject the Venom. And number 5, Snowballed.
Nice. All right. I think Scott and I have the same songs in our top 5, just in a slightly different order. So honorable mentions. I'm gonna give some honorable mentions to. Let's see here. What do I have? I'm gonna give an honorable mention to Evil Walks and COD. Those are pretty good songs, but didn't quite make it. So number 5, I'm actually going with the second to last song, Night of the Long Knives. I think that song is really good. Number 4, I'm going to go with the 4th song on the album, Inject the Venom. Number 3, I'm going to go with, you know what? I'm actually going to put number 4 is going to be Snowballed. And then I'm going to put the Venom at number, I'm not sure now. But 3 and 4 can kind of go either way. That's Snowballed and Inject the Venom. We'll just put 3 Snowball and 4 Inject the Venom for now. And then number 2, Spellbound, and For Those About to Rock is my favorite song.
Okay. My number 5 is going to be I Put This Finger on You. Just barely made it on here because, like I said, it's an okay song, but it has to be on there, I guess. There's just no other songs I can think of. Number 4, Spellbound. Here we get the actual good songs on the top songs. Number 3, Night of the Long Knives. Number 2, For Those About to Rock. Number 1, Inject the Venom.
Nice.
Let's get right into the rating now. What do you rate it, Scott?
I'm going to give it an 8. This was at one point my favorite AC/DC album, but kind of reevaluating some of the other ones, I do think that they have better albums, especially Back in Black. And honestly, thinking about it, a lot of the Bon Scott albums I would probably put over this, thinking about it now. So maybe I'm sad that I didn't review some of those. Like Let There Be Rock or Power Age, or even like Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. It's good, it's just kind of a step down after Back in Black.
All right. Me, for now, I'll probably just give this a thinking about the second, third song and Breaking the Rules not being that great compared to the rest of this album. I'll probably give this a 9, just for now. I'll have to re-listen to all these albums, so it may go up. I don't know.
Well, I think this is the weakest album they made so far. I hate to say that. The way I rate things, so 1 through 3. If I give an album 1, 2, or 3, that means I think it's a bad album. 1 being like atrocious, 2 being like really bad, and 3 being like pretty bad. 4 through 6 means it's okay. 4 being like, this is kind of borderline bad, but like it's okay. 5 is just plain okay, just mid. It's the definition of mid. And 6 means it's okay, but it has the potential of being good. Seven through 7, 8, and 9 mean I like it. 7 being like it's good, kind of good, but it's borderline okay. 8 means I think it's really good. Number 9 means I love it, and 10 out of 10 means I think it's a masterpiece. I was thinking of giving this an album a 4 out of 10, but I will say the 3 highlights brought it up to a 6 out of 10. So 6, like I said, means it's an okay album, but it has the potential of being a good album. So the highest I see myself rating it right now would be an 8 out of 10. That's the highest I could see it being rated. But as of now, I feel happy with giving it a 6 out of 10 for me. But thank you guys for watching this. Me and Tyler will be continuing probably next week on Flick of the Switch. Just me and him. Of course, anyone in our group is welcome to join us, including you, Scott, if you want to join us on that. But as it stands, it's going to be just me and Tyler. So I don't know what to expect on the next one. But you guys have any brief thoughts before we close out?
This has been a pretty good review. I enjoy this album, and I can't wait for the next album.
For those about to rock, we salute you.
Fire!
Thank you guys for watching so long.
Bye-bye.